I'm gonna increase the size just. 啊，秀了。 Okay. Oh, why are you watching me? Why are you watching me?
Why am I not?
Why are you watching me?
No.
Why did you ever watch
I mean,
me?
for a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. I'm studying Ted Cruz. He's a weird looking guy.
Why? Why you
For government. Taking Texas government. I really don't like this class. It's so boring. Samuel, you're loud, bro. You're loud. Cruz has started that when he was stated that when he was a child, his mother told him that he would make an affirmative act to claim Canadian citizenship for him, so his family assumed that he did not hold Canadian citizenship. In August 2013, after the Dallas Morning News pointed out that Cruz had dual Canadian American citizenship, he applied to formally renounce his Canadian citizenship and ceased being a citizen of Canada. I just deleted all the reactions. Oh, I need to. This is really boring. I'm studying some later tonight.
can feel it rushing through my veins. Your love's the only drug I know. But we've been playing the hand now we're dead, so we can light it up. I know that we can make it through the night, but I can feel the fire inside, so there won't be no fear tonight. We crossed the line, and now it's clear to see the light behind the suffering. Believe we'll finally be free. Let the silhouette cast upon your heart, turning every little moment into scars. Baby, it's our chance to make a start, so we can fly.
I know that we will make it. I know that we will make it. I know that we will make it. I know that we.
I know that we can make it through the night, but I can feel the fire inside, so there won't be no fear tonight. We crossed the line, and now it's clear to see the light behind the suffering. Believe we'll finally be free.
Want some more esports? Oh, at it.
Front of the net. It doesn't finish off as a goal though. EG, chance, no, Corrupted G couldn't get back in time. Classics got a little antsy on that one. Maybe should have waited knowing his teammate wasn't there, and a third goal for G2.
Just because of that initial setup, JNAP's on the wall again. Taking his time, no one challenged him, he plays it in midfield. It doesn't result in a goal, but it does spread the defense thin. Someone has to make that save off that pass. Follows into the midfield, makes it real easy for Rizzo.
Flip reset, maybe should have left that for Chicago, but you gotta flip reset, you gotta use it, right?
I think that's one of the rules of Rocket League.
It's just, it is written in the code. Corrupted G, a flick up to Classics, that's a chance. Follow-up is not gonna happen as Kornobi flies across the net. 14 seconds left, down 2 goals. Unless they get one here, they do. Classics is gonna buy EG some time, a chance now with 11 seconds left to bring this to overtime.
Trying to find out what happened there, and it was actually Chicago who had a pass. Thought that defender on G2 had a little bit of a touch on it to play it out, but it ends up going underneath and back across. They bring it back within 10 seconds left, not over yet.
While they're on the attack, see if they can get control of it. Classics is up past Rizzo. He just needs a teammate now to send to the net. Kornobi pushes it to the side there, and it's gonna drop down. Chicago can't get the touch. Faked out by JNAPS, and G2 grabbed the second game.
Another game by G2, again controlling the pace of the match. Whether it be fast or slow, they are doing a phenomenal job. Everybody getting
Absolutely.
involved. The goal for every single player. And normally we'd be like, well, we're at match point, but we're not. Best of 7s today, so we got 2 more at least to go.
My favorite thing right now is that all these guys are using the new tags, Tactical Whiffer, Absolute Madman, instead of like their RLCS
Right? You've got this
titles.
prestigious title that you earn only by doing certain things. They're like, nah, forget it.
That's amazing. G2 though, a little bit of a scare there from EG, as EG grabbed the lead early on and then made G2 fight for it. G2 eventually bounced back, and as you said, it just seems to be their ability to dictate the pace of this game. And as EG, you have to be saying, okay, we have to control this. We have to set up the pace. You guys are going to have to play to our game. And what's the step you take to do that?
I mean,
go to
Demo's
G2 and
buff
say,
is a
play
good
to
way
us.
Demo and buff is
True,
a good way to change
valid.
it up. I mean, you saw immediately as soon as that first goal went in, G2's like, all right, fine, we'll play.
Yeah.
And they just immediately play way faster.
Yeah.
Control it, everything's fine. It's just you either have to match that or find a way to change it up. And if you're not going to slow down with dribbles or force somebody to challenge you that way, because a lot of it is kind of like a hit and chase kind of style right now, you're not going to change it up and control the ball in some way. You're just going to allow G2 to continue with what they do. So whether you throw a kink in it by hitting the demo a bump here or there, something I'm sure Classics is more than
Well, that's the thing, is we're weird. Like, usually we see Classics doing that, and he's just hasn't been on that point.
haven't been able to. G2's making it too quick on him.
Find out if they can finally make those changes. Usually this would be a do or die right now, but we're in a best of 7. G2 up with 2 points, need 2 more to move themselves on to fight for that title of regional champions.
Back-to-back regional champions.
On the attack early. Find EG. No scoring chances, but at least started on the right foot. Dictate that pace early on. Ooh, a miss there. Attack. Tactical Whiffer tag. Coming in true. They can't stop a bit. Attack from G2 though. Put them right back down on their own end of the field. Up to G getting this one this time, but blocked out. Chicago has to recover it at midfield. It's unfair from Class 6, and they're keeping G2 in their own end for some time here, but no scoring opportunities. That's something they're going to have to start to look for.
They're doing a good job, though. There was a pass that was straight across, the one that Classics denied. Would have been a great give and go as he passed it into the midfield, and then it looks like where was in the midfield.
Oh, that's actually going to go
in.
The crossbar there. Classics trying to get it towards the net himself, turns it into a pass, and Corrupted G with a hard cut is going to send one home.
Good turnaround by Corrupted G as well. He was the one who initially set up that pass as Classics followed suit, but rather than rotating out, Chicago was back a little bit too far. They are starting to play a little bit safer, and you can see it in that third man. Something to pay attention to going forward. But he turns back around, puts an immediate shot on net. Almost an own goal. Kronobi is going to get credit.
Almost it was. Chicago is also insane. Look at Rizzo and Chicago need to team up.
Why? So they can really lose? Like,
Oh yeah, I guess that's a bad idea.
team up for who's sake?
Now G2 and EG tied up. Still for a minute in. Whoopsie, says EG. Let's see if they can get it back. Ooh, not the best touch there. Chicago forced to the goal line. You can see in his mind just like, guess I'm going back here. And underneath, both defenders, Kronobi grabs the lead for G2.
JNAPS actually comes across from where the net is rather than rotating in. And I don't know if he was going to go for a bump there or not, but the decision to go on that back wall and make that pass, I just don't think anybody on EG was ready for someone from that area to come back across, because based on what they could see, right in front of them, they're like, all right, there's 2 people in front of us.
Yep.
And that's it.
Ooh, pass in front of the net. Classics didn't have anyone to help him out. You can see them starting to pace up right now. Pass in the front, Chicago can't get there in time. JNAPS clears it to the side. A lot of creativity coming out for EG right now. It's just G2 has been ready for everything. Team pinch sends that to mid. Classics catches that one, a flick almost over Rizzo. Somehow he maintains his composure. Get a hold of that one. Rizzo in the air, wide of the net. Chicago has a chance to clear it up. Corrupted G towards the net. What a banger! Classics gonna secure that one for his team, and they tie it up.
What looked like it was gonna be a great pass, but they turned into a beautiful counterattack off that back wall, across field directly to his teammate, and then downfield to a Classics waiting in the wing. Good response here, roughly at halftime. Tie back up.
If you're looking up the definition of counterattack, that play is gonna be right there. EG keeps himself in the series. JNAPS Chicago up in there. JNAPS will get another touch after he gets bumped, and a shot comes out from Kronovi. Stopped on the goal line by Classics. G2 in their end. All three EG pushing up. Boosted up and ready to go. They want another goal here. Slow play from Classics. Loses control and it goes into the hands of JNAPS. Good touch there from JNAPS to Kronovi, met by Chicago. JNAPS had to recover that one on his way back, otherwise that would have been a shot for EG.
Still words out of my mouth, Leap.
Oh, my bad.
When two minds become one. Two cars become one goes away sometimes.
No chance here for G2, and they'll end up on their end, just fighting to get past that midfield. Chance? Hard shot from midfield. Chicago couldn't get it past Kronovi. Almost every touch looking like a pass right now. Almost a chance for EG's Classics. Just gets his shot stopped out. Rizzo moving up the field by himself. Kronovi and JNAPS gonna have to back off again. Look, every time you see EG move up, it's together. Evil geniuses fly together. 1 minute remaining. G2 on the attack. Rizzo, slow play, keeps it low, gets the boost as well. Kronovi in to keep pressure. JNAPS just trying to set something up. Good touch from Kronovi, but it was met by Classics instead of Rizzo.
So it makes him so dangerous, though, that pass across. Yeah. If there's a player waiting for a shot there, there's no way that one's not going in.
That is deadly. Oh, a miss there. Corrupted G. Trying to take advantage. Wasn't to be. Try again. Great pitch there at midfield. Buys a little more time for EG on defense while G2 has to set up. Moved up all out on their own end, and they seem to be having difficulty with that. Pass over to mid. The Geo back off. Classics couldn't get to it in time. Rizzo, the center. JNAPS trying to make something of it. Chicago, the last defender, just keeps it away. Corrupted G will push that one just to mid. Worst case, it drops. Best case, the teammate takes a shot, and we have overtime.
Third game in a row, we're going to come down to a one different goal margin. Guys playing extremely close. The difference, though, EG bringing a lot of the pressure. Multiple demos coming out in the back end, as you saw. Everybody again in the midfield. Fortunately for Chicago, he's the only one upfield. He's going to have to back off as possession goes back and forth.
From the G, gets beat up by JNAPS. 30 seconds in. Now the team with a real good attack, though. Rizzo puts one on. Classics gets the touch he wanted and sends that back to mid. There's a lot of time. Both his teammates are up at midfield. Push over by Corrupted. Classics trying to center this one. It's on net. Kronovi was under attack from Corrupted G, but somehow he survives.
Slight little break check to get past the attacking offense. Oh, is that one's gonna go across the demo? No, he misses the follow from Chicago.
Is gonna put that one away. Just hesitation on the G2 side on defense, and they're gonna give away a goal, an important goal to EG.
Just feeling the pressure from EG, one after another. With that slight hesitation, there's two players in net, not positioned the right way. So when it rolls across, no one's able to meet it and clear it out easily.
I'm almost wondering if that was a bit of a communication issue on defense there. You did see, I forget who was coming across, but you end up seeing JNAPS in net and said, okay, maybe he's got it, but then I think JNAPS thought that he had it, and they just both let it go. And when you have an EG that's starting to really, you saw them on offense, the second they move up, they're all there. You know they're gonna be there. You can't give them that little bit of breathing room, or this happens. And all three get involved, passing it off the backboard, sideboard, all that jazz, and they pop one away.
Well, credit to Evil Geniuses trying to avoid being at match point. They do exactly that. And they talked about it. Chicago said it while being interviewed by Alex. You know, we know we're capable of beating them. We've done it. We've gotten so close before. We just let off the pressure a little bit. And that's what I like to see. Evil Geniuses, again, every single player get involved. It's something we didn't really see in their first series. It was primarily all Chicago. So Classics breaks the streak of not having a goal, and the rest follow suit. So good stuff for them.
Yeah, this is what we needed to see from EG, is them starting to dictate the pace. We talked about it in the game 1 and in game 2, the fact that G2 was just miles ahead when it came to controlling everything that was going on the field there, and EG had to be the ones to take control of it, and they started doing that.
Way to beat them to it.
There's a seconds in, and we have G2 stealing away the lead. Just a rocket.
Right on the money. Great pass from Jane. 17 seconds in. G2 here off to an early start.
Not much you can do as EG just shake it off. Early kickoff goal. Just don't let it happen again. Maybe get one of your own. Chicago with a chance. A boost grab. Opts for boost over the ball there. And Classics leaving that one as well is going to force Corrupted G up. Somehow still got a 50 that went in their favor. Oh, finding the far side. JNAPS had a defender in the way, but says, I don't care. I will find a hole here. Needle status equals threaded.
Not only does he set up it himself, but the pre-jump. Kind of the benefit when you have a long clear like that is no matter what happens, you know your team is behind you to support you, so you may as well go for it. Pays off, threads that needle as you said, and now they're up by 2. Bump plays coming out, G2 looking strong.
We'll see though, if EG can turn it around. 2 goals in the first minute right now for G2. They're angry about their loss. The last one as they sit 2-1 in the series in this best of 7. Fighting for that first and second seed in this series. Very important to make it to that regional grand final. Classics with a chance. JNAP saw that coming and pushes it away. Off the backboard, a hard clear comes out from Corrupted G, and Classics will just send that with a bit more momentum towards the G2 end. Chicago trying to set up some sort of play in front of the net. That's going to be the chance. A miss there on defense. And we have Corrupted G with a goal for EG.
The first time the ball does not get cleared out. You see G2 and the rest of the squad all low on boost. And EG gets a goal. Pretty simple stuff there. All they had to do was be the one to challenge it. Finally pays off.
Minute and a half in now. Goal score separated by 1. As it has been the story for basically this whole series here. Just off the crossbar, can JNAP save it? Almost an incredible chance there for EG. I'm sure they're wanting that moment back. Shot on net, stopped by Corrupted G. Chicago to push it out. Classics to push it further. Rizzo waiting. We'll clear that one hard. Smart turn from JNAPS. He gets pushed out of the way though. EG can't take advantage of it. We'll have to try again from midfield. Kronovi trying to get the cherry pick up there after that touch from Rizzo. Can't get the power he wanted. EG will be able to stop that out.
A little bit unfortunate there for Rizzo. Trying to play that pass into the midfield, but because of the way it pinches off that wall, that thing goes flying across.
Ooh, a double miss there. Kronovi will have a second chance to save his team from a goal from EG. G2 trying to set up a play, but they're far away from the ball. EG should be able to break this one out. They do. Corrupted by himself. It's past Rizzo. See if Classics is up for that. He is. Chicago, wide of the net. Corrupted G way too far away to do anything with that, and JNAPS is going to send it flying over his head. Thankfully, Classics was on his way back.
I think nicely for G2 as well. Double commit on defense. Both JNAPS and Kronovi went for it. The one there was to get the initial challenge. Could have been a way to set up a goal for Evil Geniuses. But JNAPS was able to clear it out. Now they've been on sustained offense for a couple seconds. See if anything happens. This shot from JNAPS getting stopped and cleared all the way downfield.
Good touch there from Kronovi. We'll send it to mid, buy his team some time again. Actually, might buy him a scoring opportunity. He sends that one out to mid. There's JNAPS with the shot, but Corrupted G is able to save it. Up high, Chicago. Gets to that one first before Rizzo. Now JNAPS and Kronovi working some defense, trying to keep that possession away from EG. EG can't seal it back. Corrupted G wanted it. Finally get it, but a missed touch there. Chicago's gonna have to recover it. Kind of working. Rizzo and JNAPS with a Rule 1 in the corner. They'll break that quick. Final minute of gameplay now. We have G2 up. Remember them doing this in the first one. Just play it slow. You don't need to get too fancy right now. You have the lead.
Trying to minimize mistakes at this point as an opportunity opens up and a shot from JNAPS. Just waiting for that opportunity, man. Playing clean, no mistakes. A great challenge by Rizzo. And the best part about that shot from JNAPS, he knows Chicago's moving across. If he plays that far post, there's no chance Chicago will be able to reach it in time, so he plays it back to where he was coming and gets it in.
Now EG down by 2 goals is looking to find themselves at match point as we head to that final 30 seconds of game 4. With G2 already up on 2 wins in the series. EG has a long way to go ahead of them if they want to win this series. Move on to that regional grand final. Final 10 seconds. I think it's safe to say G2's got the 3rd in their pocket. Finds themselves at match point. Saying, EG, you're not at our caliber yet. We own this, we control this. We are G2.
Well, now 3-1 in this series. The biggest difference this one, the goal margin finally starting to spread. G2 up by 2 in this one. And again, pretty much all spread out. Unfortunately for Rizzo, no goal for him, which is, I'm sure, okay in his book.
I'm sure he doesn't care. They won.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
It's all that matters, right?
Maybe
no L's, huh?
He'll take his turn in the next game. Unless Evil Geniuses can turn this one around again. We saw them do it in the last game, but again, they just lost something there. They didn't have that same spark that they had in the first one. I'm wondering if it's just, you know, exhaustion at this point or what it is. It just, are they getting in their own heads? Because we know, and they know, that they can do this. They have literally said it. We brought it up 3 times now that they know they can do it. And we saw them bring G2 to a game 5. But of course, G2 doesn't lose in game 5, so they lost that in league play. But they have the chance to prove themselves again here. They still have the chance. They're not done yet, but they are at match point, and that's got to start weighing on you even more.
So now the question, they're great in game 5. We're on a game 5 now.
Uh-oh.
Does G2 win it here and just close out the series, or, you know, does
by science
break it? Because I mean, it's a best
yes.
of 7. It's different, right? Like, it's not the same thing. The best part of best of 7s, and all the players say it, is it's a marathon. It really is. You have plenty of time to kind of adjust and really figure out, like, okay, normally I only have like a game of leeway to figure out like how your play style is happening and how to change to it. Best 7s change that up a little bit. There's multiple times where you may see these play styles change. I think G2's best effort, though, is they've been changing it up since the beginning, changing that pace. Whether they want to play fast or slow.
Well, the time that EG controlled the pace, they won. We'll see if they do that again. Game 5 in this best of 7. G2 Esports, though, sitting at match points with 3-1 wins against EG. Looking to get themselves a spot in those grand finals. Fight for a 1st and 2nd seed going into the World Championships.
A lot of cool things about these teams as well. A player from every World Championship team, the victor, going to be showing up at this LAN. Kronovi, though, the first time he's going to be showing with Cookser since Season 1.
That's going to be such a nice reunion.
Unbelievable, man.
But right now, that's not their focus. Their focus is get the seeds. As G2 had a bit of an attack there. Wasn't anything overly aggressive. They'll try again here with one player off the field. With Kronovi, JNAPS, and Rizzo moving up, they should be able to get a play started, but Chicago gets in their face early and kills off any kind of chance.
It was a really good job of mirroring the ball rather than forcing a challenge. That's all JNAPS was trying to do. He was playing slow. He wanted someone on EG to challenge him, to draw out that defender, rather than actually just trying to force it through. It doesn't happen. EG does a good job on defense. Holds him off.
Great touch from Corrupted G there. He knew he couldn't get it past that flying defender, sends it down, and they were able to maintain some kind of control at midfield. And that's allowing them to get into the other end there, and I'm pretty sure a Doomsy dish from a G2 player just threw that one in.
Yeah, a little bit weird. Looks like Rizzo's expecting JNAPS to get that out, but then a mistake on defense. The way he rolled there, rather than rolling into it, he rolled sideways and caught his wheels and ended up going into the net. So
that is 3 own goals in the series now.
It happens, man.
Almost a self goal there for EG, a real goal, I guess we call it.
As compared to those fake goals we get from time to time.
Fake goals. 3 minutes left, EG in the lead by the hands of G2.
I had to like think about that sentence for a second. I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. Weird scenario, man.
Yeah. A lot of demos coming out in the field, and I feel like they're just kind of being thrown out there. No one really doing anything with them right now. So neither one of these teams seem to be able to kind of create any kind of semblance of formation right now. Just doing their best to get the ball to the other end, to their opponent's end, with a scoring chance as well. It's not seeming to come for anybody here. Second touch from Classics goes to Chicago. Corrupted G will move in with them as well as they move into the G2 territory. Now G2 with possession. Tries to roll it out. Chicago steals that one away. Puts it in front of the net again. EG on a sustained attack right now. A second touch. No, a miss coming out from Corrupted G. Classics put it right back on though. Chicago circling the boost will allow Corrupted G to move in. Now he should be able to follow that one up unless Classics can create a huge disruption. Almost taking out 2 G2 players.
I mean, that's the chance they were looking for. Everybody on G2 under roughly 30 boost. They've denied the clear 3 times in a row. They finally get a shot on net with a bump to boot, and it still doesn't go in. G2 on defense, man. One of the frustrating things in North America is having to go up against that defense.
Now that final minute approaching, and EG still hold the lead, which means they still hold their dreams alive of getting to the grand finals here today. Good upfield pass there, almost a second touch from JNAPS. I see your face right now. That would have been nuts. But alas, it was not to be. And G2 still sits at a goal deficit against EG. They're on attack though, a chance. Kronovi can't center that one out. Classics leaves that for Chicago. Goes for the ball over Boost. Smart man as it buys him a bit more time on defense. Corrupted G will miss. Kronovi to capitalize.
A lot of these touches need to go farther inside for G2. It's been a little bit too easy on EG on defense. Kind of falling, not in a really threatening spot, just a little bit wide of the goal. Makes it easy for someone like Corrupted G to pinch that one back downfield. Haven't really seen any pass plays. Finally getting one out here. Need to do a bit more of that if they're going to try to find the victory.
Yeah, it was not enough by any means, but
wow, what a clear.
As you said, you might be able to see him do another one. 15 seconds left now. Pressure's on EG as they are on their own end. They have to hold off a goal. One final attack from G2, and you know it's going to be an aggressive one. Classics, great 50, buys them all the time in the world. And Kronovi going for the own goal at the end there, puts it on the goal line, and EG is going to take another one, keeping themselves alive, but G2 is still at match point. Right now, this is so big for EG. You know that they want this win over G2 just to prove it to themselves.
Yeah, even though Kronovi couldn't get a goal there or in the series, he did try to help out EG.
Couldn't even score on his own net.
Poor guy.
Your teammates can score on your own net and you can't.
Oof. I think a lot of it does have to do with JNAPS. JNAPS is relatively quiet. He shows in the scoreboard too. Nothing across the board. Did get a couple touches in the midfield, but he's kind of the catalyst on offense, and when he's not making those touches or making those plays, it really shows. I mean, that's credit to Evil Geniuses. They're shutting it down. They're playing a little bit more aggressive, in the pass plays. They are working the field, I think, a little bit better in that last match. Adjustments coming out.
I don't know if you saw it and pay attention to all there, but one shot for G2. One shot is all that they got during that game there. That's not enough to win a game.
No, it's not.
By any means.
Very, very minimal.
So are you worried right now for G2 is my question. I mean, we've seen them fluctuate back and forth dictating the pace right now, but they're definitely playing a slower game than we've seen them play in past series during league play. Like, much slower. Like, they're just taking their time with this one.
Yeah, I mean, for them, like, I like when they play more aggressive because they do get more creative. Things start to kind of open up opportunities when they play this fast-play style, and they don't really have anything to lose. Like, yes, seeding is a big deal. You want to avoid being in those lower seeds.
Oh, I'd say it's a huge
avoid
deal
stuff,
right
but
now.
like, the biggest thing that's on the line is whether or not Kronovi's dad paints his car Rocket League colors. Like,
Is that a thing?
yeah, if they win regional championship, his dad said that he's going to paint it like Rocket League orange and blue.
Oh, man. I'd say it's both amazing and obnoxious as another driver being around that car.
I mean, he's already got the blue, I'm pretty sure, on it. Oh, what?
Kronovi's like, I want that paint. I want that paint job on my car right now. A beautiful pitch at midfield.
Take a little bit of paint off Chicago on that one. Smashing it into the hood.
There it is, G2 with the early goal, still a match point. EG needs 2 more wins in this series, whereas G2 just needs this one. Kronovi making a statement that this series is over with that early goal. See if they can keep it up there. A pinch almost going in the favor of EG this time. A high pop there from Corrupted G gets taken away by JNAP's shot towards the net, but stopped by Chicago. Classics, you have your teammates? Well, you have one of them. As Corrupted G gets taken out of the midfield by Rizzo. Second touch there, almost for Rizzo. He ran out of boost. G2 starting to get a little creative here, just falling a little bit short.
A little bit more intensity, that's what I wanted. There was no real urgency I saw from them. You're starting to see that now, even the small touches. Rizzo a couple times where he's passed it across. In dangerous spots, but having the trust that your teammate's going to be there first. Something that G2 was notorious for. They were the ones that kind of originally came in with this really fast preemptive pass play that Cloud9, I would say, was the one that perfected first.
Chance for Chicago.
That trust, man.
See if he can get that out to his teammate. He does, but that play died out early. Turnaround for JNAPS. Tries to get the read, doesn't. Kronovi gets a touch at midfield, but it might go to the hands of Corrupted. It does. A pass to Classics, straight onto the nose of Rizzo. No finish from Chicago there. G2 stay alive, but they're throwing all their bodies at it, and if they can turn around, EG might have a scoring chance.
Not only all their bodies, but all their boost. Rizzo had a beautiful pre-jump that he had to get in to make that save. But as soon as he clears that in the midfield, he's just throwing away possession again because he doesn't have any boost to dribble it down or anything to do with it. Where it works and opens up for Evil Geniuses. They've been on offense now for roughly 20 seconds. They put it again into the other side.
Hasn't been a full scoring chance pressure offense, though. They just kind of had the ball in G2's end. Slow play from JNAPS, out of boost, will keep it low. A fake there, and now a chance for Kronovi as he steals that away, but puts it wide. Chicago got the possession anyways. Clears that one hard, a roller towards the net. No one home in Chicago. Ties the game up at the halfway mark.
Watch this pinch, the way that it's approached by Rizzo. Way too far off on his car. He needs to hit the center of mass of that ball, but because it hits the other side on that corner, all it's doing is taking all that pinch pressure and just rocketing it back towards his own net.
Got to cut down those angles, and it's not what they just did there. G2 finds a goal rolling towards their own end. EG keeps themselves alive in the series. Rizzo sends that to nobody. And any chance G2 would have had there for an attack dies out. Classics trying to set something up in mid here. Kronovi loses the 50 to Chicago, but JNAPS is going to clean it up. Classics on the prowl. Takes out one, but not the second. EG a little confused, it looks like right now. Couldn't push that ball down the field together. Classics up above the net. Kronovi with a save. Cronovi now with a second touch up to Jane Apps. He'll be up, but a little bit too late. Corrupted G drops it to Chicago. Great pass to Classics. He's got a chance now. Just Rizzo there pops it high, but Rizzo ready for that one, stops it at the goal line and sends that one now deep down into the orange end.
Great choice by Classics as well. Rather than putting an immediate shot on net, a little bit too much spacing between him and even if he has the power, probably able to be saved as a solo play coming out from Cronovi. Defense holding on from Evil Geniuses.
Final minute of gameplay approaching. G2 starting to put some aggression on. EG's gonna have to be careful. But Classics looking fired up. Keeps finding himself on offense. Chicago backs off on that one. Jane Apps, knowing that Chicago could turn on that, gets up there first. Boosted on off the roof. I wonder what Chicago's gonna do. He goes for the center, but it's wide. Classics straight down. And that play dies out. Corrupted G mid, great heads up from Classic. All three getting involved, there's a chance. Corrupted G gets that chance stolen away though from Jane Apps.
25 seconds left. G2 on match point, trying to move on in the regional championship and defend their title. As for EG, the rookie and the rest of the squad trying to show that they are not a pushover.
I think they've made their point by now, but I know a win is what they need and all they'll settle for. We might end up seeing overtime here now as we have one final push from EG. That is going to touch the ground. And G2 Esports at the golden goal to get them into the grand finals of the North American Regional Championships for Season 6. EG still needs another win if they can get a goal here.
First overtime did go in favor of EG, 3-2. See what happens here. It's not that they're necessarily a pushover. I just think that a lot of the story has been like NA has notoriously sent one weaker team than the big three per se. EG, I think, is just trying to dispel that. They are here to play. As a play opens up, saved by Corrupted
Almost
G.
a chance there. 30 seconds in, G2 tried to finish it off. Move themselves on in the bracket. Get stopped out by EG. Jane Apps at center there. Classics with a great read will push it away. Chicago, quick turnaround. Corrupted G wagging off as he knew Rizzo was going to get a touch there. Jane Apps with a miss. Forces Cronovi and Rizzo to move upfield. Great passing play. Cronovi sends it high. Rizzo might have a chance here. Corrupted G tries to block it. It's not going to happen. And G2 Esports is moving on to the grand finals of the North American Regional Championships.
I don't know if that was intentional or not, but Rizzo has no boost in the mid. He's completely out of the play, and as he's rotating back, he gets a bump. It completely kills all the pressure EG is putting on. And then the follow-up between Cronovi and Rizzo. Rizzo gets the last goal, gets involved. And with 6 saves coming out from Rizzo alone, they're able to hold off and move on to that first and second place match. Pretty good stuff from G2.
They said, and G2 looking to repeat a title for themselves as North American Regional Champions. And again, today was a little confusing. It looked like they just kind of were trying to figure out their day today. But they got the win regardless. And it's hard to tell whether that's just them not having the greatest of days or if it's just the EG is just putting them in a spot where they have to actually think right now. They can't just run house on it. And I'm feeling like it's the latter there. EG is definitely a solid team. We talked about it, the Humongous Four. I think it was some
terrible synonym for huge.
And
large,
but
yeah.
EG is now going for that third, fourth place spot.
Yeah, for them, obviously, it's a difficult spot. They're going to drop down. They do have another match later on, but there's resemblance of offense. I think there's still lacking a little bit in some of the areas. Chicago can't do it all, but he does open up a lot of opportunities, and they look their best when Classics is able to come and make some plays. But Corrupted G has to hit those shots. There's a couple that, when he's putting them on target, they need to be better placed, or they need to be a little bit more power, or even together, the team needs to be more creative. We didn't really see too much infield passing. There was a couple where they tried, and they looked great, and then you saw my reaction of, like, my eyes. Oh, shoot, that's getting crazy. Yeah, just not able to find them.
Well, we have more crazy to come, and with that game over, we're one step closer to the World Championships. And I know you guys want to get there. So I'm going to do some magic and pull up some instructions for you here. Look at this. Follow the instructions there if you guys want to win a chance to get to the RLCS World Championships. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 years or older and must be available to travel to the Season 6 Rocket League Championship Series World Championship in November 2018. Open to legal residents of the 48 continental United States. The entry period will run from now and through the break. For the full rules, go to bit.ly/Snickers at RLCS Season 6.
You ever had a Snickers almond? I love almonds. You like almonds?
I like almonds.
Yeah, everybody loves almonds. Everything's almond now. You know what I love most about almonds? Everything about almonds. My girlfriend's got almond hand soap.
It's almond with an L.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Rocket Science presented by State Farm. Today, we're going to be covering backboard clears. A great defender is able to clear the ball with power from any position, even while transitioning up the wall. When you strike the ball directly after a bounce, the ball gains velocity. This version of the wall clear is no different. Try to hold your analog backwards, and as you approach the ball, try to time your first jump and dodge to make contact directly after the ball smacks the backboard. If done correctly, the ball should soar over the defense, leading to an easy counterattack.
For the second season in a row, G2 advances to the regional championship finals, this time with a 4-2 victory over Evil Geniuses. Welcome back to the RLCS. I'm Axel Toss, back here with Final Carpet, Gibbs, and